Well, hello everyone. This is Jackie Wong of rockerskating.com, and this is a rocker skating podcast, but it is very different today. We are going to talk about pins, and I've got three of the pins connoisseurs of the 2026 Winter Olympics here with me. Madeline Schizas, a two-time Olympian and very much a resident expert of pins. James Hernandez, a first-time Olympian and very much a connoisseur of pins. And Anthony Ponomarenko, who I had no idea what his pin game was until he put it out on Instagram. I literally, Anthony, I saw you in the mix zone and I was like, oh, he doesn't seem like he's like a pin trader, so I'm not going to talk to him about pins. And then you showed that, so now I know. How are you all doing?
Chilling back home.
Oh yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Are you all somewhat recovered from the Olympics yet? I mean, it's only been a week.
I would say I'm getting there.
Couple more nights.
Yeah. Well, it's nice just to be home again and experience real life.
Yeah, you're kind of in a bubble when you're at the Olympics, and so it's nice to just be home and not in the bubble, you know?
I mean, I don't know about you all, but I completely lost track of time over the 3 weeks. It was like every day felt like a Saturday. Every day felt like nothing is going on outside of Milan. It's just like, hey, the world is the practice rink and the main rink and like pizza and pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Olympics are like, right?
You get so used to competing on similar days, but I feel like all of us competed on the randomest days of the week, and then your mind is just gone. You're like, the days don't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, we're going to talk about pins because this is the main part of this podcast. But I'm going to start with you, actually, Maddie. This is your second Olympics. And I remember your first Olympics, you already knew about the whole pin trading extravaganza. How has your understanding of pins at the Olympics evolved?
Okay, so going into my first games, I had no idea about pin trading, but I got voted at our nationals as the person who would be most into it that year.
So that's where it started.
That's where it started. Everyone was like, oh, Maddie's going to love pin trading. And I'm like, what is this? What's pin trading? And I had been to the Olympics in Vancouver, but I didn't know anything about, I was little. But it's funny because my roommate had also been in Vancouver and knew all about pin trading and we're the same age. So I just didn't know about it. But so that's where it started. And so I was like, well, if everyone thinks I'm going to be good at this, I'm going to have to step up. But this time was a whole nother level. I learned things at my first games about pin trading, and I took that experience to be even better.
I mean, it's like the unheralded sport of the Olympics is pin trading.
They don't give out medals in it, but I mean, they should.
I mean, these are all of these are your medals, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's pretty amazing. James, Anthony, you are first-time Olympians. What were your experiences like with did you know anything about pins before you got to the village? James, let me start with you.
Absolutely nothing. And funnily enough, my first conversation in the village, other than my skating partner and our team leader, was with Anthony. And I was venturing out into the village for the first time, and you were there, and you were already stacking up pins on your lanyard. And I was like, oh, I've got a chance to be competitive at something other than skating. Let's go. And that's where it begun. So Anthony, you could say that you sparked my creative interest in this. And I feel at a disadvantage because Maddie, you had a few games to go off. We were just babies,
Yeah. Well, you got to make the most of it, but I was prepared. I did come prepared for this.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about the preparation.
Yeah.
Anthony, so you were already on it when you got in.
Yeah, like I heard rumors about this infamous pin trading, so I brought like 10 with me, like anything that I could find in any drawers tucked away somewhere. And I brought 10 with me, and then US also gave us 10, so I had about 20 to start. Um, and my first thing I wanted to do was collect every single ice dance country from both team event and individual. So I have that. That was kind of like my first project of the games, was collecting all those
Damn.
pins.
You set goals? She.
But yeah, yeah,
That's insane
yeah,
to me. Oh my gosh.
You need to have KPIs to like understand how you're going to do this.
Spoken like a true consultant.
Exactly. Okay, that's I love these stories. You kind of all come from different backgrounds in some ways. Maddie, your preparation for these Olympics was to make your own pin. I mean, to Anthony's point about like you gotta be here and like have a starter set to get to other people. Otherwise, you're not getting any pins yourself, right? Like, when did you decide to do that?
So I knew probably a year ago that this is something I wanted to do if I qualified, was that I wanted to get my custom pins made. So I'm going to show you my custom pin. It's of my dog. Can you see? His name is Sebastian.
Brilliant.
So they're my Sebi pins. So, because yes, you have one too. So this was my chief complaint at my first games, was that I ran out of pins in like 3 days. They give you like 15 of them. And I was like, I ran out of them immediately. So I had custom pins made. I had 150 custom pins made. But then I also hit up my member of parliament, like our government, my representative, and my university. I sent out emails and I said, can you give me pins to bring to the Olympics? And of course they said yes. So I came in with another like 100 that way. Yeah, I came in with a lot of pins.
wow.
And I didn't trade them all. Like I'd give them to kids and stuff. I gave every kid at my rink got a Sebi pin. Like when I'd see kids, I'd give them the university pins. When you were getting shaken down by the security outside the rink for a pin, like I had...
was that was not only my experience.
No, that was everyone's
everybody's
experience.
experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You needed decoy pins for this.
I could
Yeah.
not believe how aggressive they were at the security, being like, give me a pin. And I'm like,
Anthony,
I'm
you
not
have a good
giv-
story
yeah.
about this, don't you?
Yeah,
need
well,
to
like
know.
we were walking in and 2 police officers walked up and blocked the entrance of the village and were like, "We won't let you through unless you give us a pin." And all I had on my at the time was like the really, really nice, rare like Team USA pins, so I had to give up both of those to get into the village.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had decoy
That's
pins for
rough.
this purpose. I had ones from my university for this.
After that I had just like throwaway pins I kept in a baggie.
You know, I know we haven't got to showing off our pin collection yet.
Yes,
but
yes.
you guys are using language that I'm just being introduced to right now. Decoy pins?
Yeah, you need a decoy pin.
I just had to when the volunteers were like, we need a pin, otherwise we won't do our job. I just would get flustered and run.
Like you
well,
aren't
at least you
well,
ran.
I mean, I didn't want to give them like, this is like our Government of Canada pin. You get like 3 of them. Like that's not a good.
Oh wow.
You don't need like, I'm not giving them I don't want to give my good pins
good
out
ones.
Yeah.
to get through a security checkpoint. You know what I mean? Oh, you got one too.
Oh, that's one I didn't get.
Ugh.
Yeah, I gotta say though, the number of skaters who made their own pins this year was pretty cool. Like, so there's Maddie's pin, there's Adam Xiao's pin,
Wow.
there's Olivia Smart's dog, and then there's Amber's pin. There's got to be more that I didn't see.
There's Maddie and Evans.
Oh yes, the
dogs.
dogs.
Yes, the dog ones.
I'll try to. I have them
There it
somewhere.
is.
I feel like I had to keep both of them. When someone wanted one, I had to say
Yes.
no.
Same.
They're
I've only
set.
got
They're
Stella.
siblings.
I've only got Stella.
I didn't get
I've got
either. I didn't get either
the
of those
two.
ones.
I have Henry and Stella here.
Ugh.
I
The
forgot
coolest
about them.
personal pin I got was from the women's double luge. I forget her name, but She made
that's
these.
cool.
Did you see these on? Yeah.
I saw that.
She made these, like 2,000 of these pins. She like ceramic
God.
handmade pins.
Wow.
We need to get her on the pod.
Yeah,
I
no,
know,
it's
right,
insane.
exactly.
So she like made 2,000 pins by hand
Wow.
for the Olympics,
Oh.
women's double
Just,
luge.
like back to the security thing though. Were there times where like people like stopped doing their purpose? Like at dinner, you were like trying to get dinner. They were like waiting to give you pasta until you gave them a pin, and you were like, "Hang on a minute."
Or
Well, sometimes I'd give
They're
out.
just taking you hostage.
Yeah, sometimes I'd give out my little like I have little trilliums and stuff like from my province, and I'd hand them to them, and they'd be like, "Oh, we don't want this one," and I'm like,
I know.
they didn't like them,
picky.
and I'm like, it's a little flower, it's so cute. What do you mean you don't want it? It's from my home province.
They kept being like, "Oh no, I wanted ones with Olympic rings on them," and I'm like, "That's very greedy."
I walked up and I was like, "Can I try the famous lava cake that everyone's raving about?" And they're like, "For a pin, I'll bring you one."
I did hear an unnamed skater, and I'm not gonna name names. An unnamed skater.
Country.
I actually, one of the reasons they are unnamed is because I don't remember who it was. So I can't even give you the country. But an unnamed skater, you know how the Tina plushies were incredibly rare.
Yeah.
There was somebody who gave somebody behind a counter like a rare pin, and they would stash a couple of Tinas for them.
What?
To be bought at some point just for them. So like it was, I don't know who it was who was saying it, but
wow, that's
somebody was saying that it's like currency, right? Like
it is
pins
a currency.
sometimes
It's
are like
in the
currency.
village. It's a currency,
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
underworld.
And apparently, Tina plushies were being bought with rare pins.
I just bought mine with euros, with 65 euros. But
I mean, at the end of the whole thing, it was only, I think, athletes and anybody who was in the village who even had access to them. Like, I went to the mega store on the second day of the Olympics, and they were already all out.
I went to one of the like smaller stores that nobody thought to go to. That's where I got mine.
Oh,
pretty early,
There you
but
Maddie, your preparation has been
just incredible.
You've got your own pins. You've got the underworld Tina store.
Yeah. You know,
My preparation was in smooth talking people out of their favorite pins.
Hey, now you know you can make some pins for your next Olympics.
You gotta like the definition of learning is like making a difference, right? Like making change. So I certainly learned about pin trading at my first games.
Maddie, this is coming to you at Worlds.
I cannot wait. I can't wait.
Can you actually see it?
Yeah, I can. My favorite.
That's cool.
Wow.
My favorite hockey players.
This is my heated rivalry pin.
The only
that I created right when they decided that they were gonna go do the torch relay.
Those pins are so cool. Like,
cool pin.
I'm excited to. These are there are only 100 of these in the world. Okay, let's do some show and tell because I know you all brought your pins. Anthony, since you were the one who inspired this whole thing, I want to see. You also you have your lanyards of pins. You have a box of pins. Like, tell me all about.
I have even like a little cup as well.
He has a cup of pins.
So, I mean, we'll start with the ice dance collection since I mentioned that in the beginning. We have obviously the figure skating pin, which was sold out quite early on in the Olympics. So this one was a tough one to get. And then you have every ice dance country, including the fun moose, the Canada moose. And then at the end here, given the ice dance result and some of the controversy behind it, I found this France and USA pin together. I thought it was a very symbolic way to end my ice dance collection.
Wow. What controversy? I have no idea what you're talking about.
And then from there, I got this one. Andrew Torgashev was my roommate. He's the pizza king, so I thought I'd get the pizza one just in honor of him.
Oh, is that the one from Athlete 365?
No, this is from our welcome experience, Team USA welcome experience.
Oh, okay.
And then Maddie obviously gave me the Ontario and the Trillium. That was a fun one. We have the Snoop Dogg pin. And what I was shocked about, well, this was from Eritrea. This is one of my favorites. Is the only athlete to represent the country.
Eritrea.
And what I found shocking was the pin traders that stood outside the village all day, every day. They had all these fun retro pins from way back in the day, like 84, 92.
Yeah.
This is, yeah. So like holding it all up, I've just got so much to show, and for the sake of time, I'll just show you some of my favorites. I have this one as well in honor of Mikhail Shaidorov. I thought this would be a fun one. Traded this on the last day of the Olympics at the closing
That's a good one.
ceremonies.
That's really cool.
And then I really liked the unique Canadian ones. Maddie can maybe touch more on it, but the ones that were kind of one of one.
The Lululemon ones, yeah.
And I have this one as well. This leaf I was looking for it. But one that was extremely popular and hard to get was the Ralph Lauren teddy bear.
Oh my God.
I couldn't find that one.
That's my biggest regret. Right.
This one was just people were willing to give up their gear for it. Like it was crazy.
Wait, were you also trading gear? Because I know there were like jacket swaps and like hat swaps and those things.
A little bit.
Yeah, some beanies. I definitely gave up some beanies for some pins.
That was one of my regrets from my first games, was not trading any gear.
And then my absolute favorite, which I'm holding on to, is this full collection, including every kind of ice sport. And they all have some sort of fidget quality to it.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Anthony, how did you
There he goes.
We lost him.
There you go. You're back.
Yeah.
How did you obtain the Alibaba tier?
So I went to Alibaba every single day. Once per day, I made an effort to go over there and trade one pin. And one day I went over right at 4:00 when they had their special promotion going on, and there was a clear ball that you had to catch. And there was one left, but a lady in front of me was going for it. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to get the special prize. And then she went and missed the clear ball, and I was like, yeah. So, but then I got it first try and ended up getting it.
Oh my God.
Rooting for someone else's downfall to get some pins.
You know,
sometimes we've all been there.
It's competitive.
We've all been there.
Sometimes at the Olympics, you just have to do that.
And then we all got this, but this was when we completed the Pin Quest game. We got
Yes.
We got a set.
You know what? That's interesting.
Yeah, can you talk about that a little bit, by the way?
That's interesting.
I don't think anybody knew about this besides like people who are in the know.
Yeah, like it was cool. You just had to get 10,000 points on their PinQuest app, which was a very fun, interactive app where you walk up to other players and answer questions and gain points that way. It was a very fun way to learn more about the Olympic movement and the different actions and things that they're working on, but also then earning points for pins.
And this was a thing that you all did in the village, right? Like anybody who was in the village had the access. I got Yi Kwan gave me the sweater.
The sweater.
That's
which I love this one because I was like, oh my God, nobody has this outside of the village.
What's everyone's favorite Athlete 365 pin? Because I think we've all got them, no?
I kind of like the one that said Chow on it. Like the Chow one.
Chow. I like the goggles, these ones.
The goggles, I love the goggles. Yes.
I'm a big fan of the golden Italy, like where it's the outline of the country.
I traded that, you know.
You traded that one,
I
James?
traded a few of the Athlete
they
365 ones.
They became like a a back pocket trade. Some of those Athlete 365 ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you get more than one of those, or it was just one?
You could only get one, but if you, let's say, had a coach who didn't care about pin trading,
Mm-hmm.
you could take
Yes.
you could convince your coach to do it.
Wow.
Didn't think of that.
Wow, dude, Maddie has so many fun strategies.
You could also convince your team leaders who
Backdoor.
don't pin trade to give you their pins.
Yeah.
Like,
There are
I made a trade
surprising
with
number
one of
of
our
people.
team leaders for the rest of their pins at the
Wow.
end. Yes.
Oh, and
There-
then last but not least, I got the Hello Kitty pin that Isabel was looking for as well.
Oh, that was sought
I
after. wasn't
heard
it?
about those. Yes.
I think that's from the last games.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Anthony, I need to give you a pin. You're the only one out of this group here who doesn't have a pin of mine.
Yeah, the PST one sounds awesome. The PST4.
Yes. We love the PST4s.
Yeah.
I wanted a choreo rhythm sequence ! But it felt like a bad omen.
Wow.
I want a stationary lift base. That's the one I chose. I've never done a stationary lift, but that's the one I wanted.
That's good.
I mean, if there's one that you would do it, then it would be a base level one,
it's
right?
true.
Okay, Anthony, that's like people think my pin game was heavy. This is like out of control.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
James, I think I saw you on like the second day I was there after practice, and you
Yeah.
had already amassed a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But you also then had another 3 weeks left to amass more. So like what happened?
So I started off with some GB ones, not many. And then people who were better educated at pin trading than myself, like these two other people on here, clearly were like, you can't keep giving away your country's pins because you only have so many. So then that was when the hustling on Athlete 365 started. I think I didn't socialize for half a day, but I did secure the Athlete 365 box, and that became sort of the starting point. And then I gained some traction when I scammed poor Hannah Lim. We were like on the first days of practice, and I gave away one of my least favorite Athlete 365 ones and convinced her that it was actually really rare. And she posted a TikTok, and some hate came my way. We resolved it. We resolved it with future trades, in which I obtained one of my favorite little Team Korea Lego
cute.
men.
Cute.
That's fun.
cute.
So all is well there. Our friendship has remained intact, but it kind of just spiraled. And then we were lucky. I ran out of Team GB pins fairly early on, but then we had a Team GB kind of dinner with some of the sponsors of our federation, and they had these sort of baskets of pins at the entry for all the sponsors to take, like all the people that pay for us Team GB athletes to be there, the national lottery, things like that. And all of us athletes just went straight in. We were like taking handfuls, and that came in really handy, to be honest, over the course of the games. But yeah, I suppose
The same thing may or may not have happened at our foundation dinner. There were some pins being taken for sure.
You have to, right? You have to make the most of those opportunities.
You really have to.
I mean, and at some point there was like debts owed, and there were people like being, "Oh, you owe me a pin, and now you gotta repay your debt," and like it was just crazy.
I feel like we had one of those, Anthony. I feel like we had one of those.
No, we resolved that one.
We resolved the debt.
Yeah.
Maddie and I had a pretty long.
Yes, we had a
we
standing
had a fairly
trade.
long saga. Yeah, we did. We resolved it.
Well, you
What
wanted
was
a
the
Duomo
trade?
pin, which I think it might have been the volunteer pin or maybe the foundation pin, but I never figured out which one pin you were talking about.
Okay.
Was it the NBC one?
No,
No,
Duomo
no.
from
Sorry.
Canada. And I said, we don't have a Duomo from Canada. And I literally
Yeah, you
asked like
do.
our staff, I asked all these people, and they're like, that doesn't exist.
I saw it
But
early
I think
on.
it might have been this guy. I think it might have been the volunteer one.
Yes.
It was-
Yes.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, it was the volunteer one. And I was like,
Can you bring that we'll have a discussion maybe
Okay,
off air,
we can have a
in
discussion at
Prague.
Worlds about this.
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
can
yeah.
do for
Okay,
me.
good.
I was
This
literally
is-
at the
this-
foundation dinner, and I'm asking people like at the foundation, is
About
it a
the pin.
foundation pin? And they're like, no, this is the foundation pin.
Oh, well,
that's
I'm
cool.
glad you've got to the bottom of it, because I gave that away.
But you could have
for...
found one of those pretty easily because it was just a volunteer pin.
Really?
Yes.
But like from
Not
whom?
just a volunteer pin, but you had to find a Canadian volunteer. But
Yeah,
these are the
right,
ones
right,
they
right.
had.
Okay. You live and you learn.
Live and learn.
I'm
you
glad.
know.
I'm glad that this trade's going to take place, and I don't know if I'm going to take no for an answer. So you need to have a look at what I've got, and we can
make something happen.
You figure it out. But James, what were some of your favorites?
Oh, some of my favorites. So the Dutch clogs were fairly.
Ooh, yeah.
People
Those aren't even
like the
pins
Dutch
anymore.
clogs. Not even. Anthony, I know you're very proud of your Eritrea, but I managed to bag myself one too. So, apologies on that.
Which I saw somebody selling an Eritrea pin online for 80 euros.
80 euros?
So people are actually like selling these Eritrea pins.
That's
Nah.
nuts. Okay, in
Yeah.
all fairness, the Eritrean athlete, he started working really hard. He started doing like live Instagram locations where he would give people 30 minutes to get to his location in exchange for a limited edition pin.
Wow.
And I still now follow him on Instagram, and I don't know, I think he's got a business there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So good for him. A few of my favorites. This Tokyo Sports pin that I got from I believe a camera operator
Cute.
for one of the Japanese broadcasting companies. I really like that one. Big fan of the Guinea-Bissau pin I obtained
That's a good one.
in a
Oof.
random hotel where we had some media. But I got, like you say, Anthony, the pin traders outside had some really cool stuff. But
Yeah,
I
from
always
like
felt,
retro.
yeah, but I always felt aware that like I wanted 2026 ones. Because like, what happens if in 20 years I want my next career to be in professional pin trading? They're not gonna think I was in, the 94 Olympics. So
Yeah.
I tried not to get too many, but I got a Columbia 2008 Beijing one. Whoa.
That's
Which is
cool.
this?
So speaking of professional pin trading, I don't know if you can see
Oh,
this.
this
Luis
is the
says,
person's personal pin.
Luis, the king of pins. Like he was
Wow.
walking around, he was one of those guys who just like traded these things for like, like a hobby. And he was like walking around with these. So that was a cool one.
That is cool.
Well, there was
However,
also
kind of
the
bold.
like,
Kind of bold.
Very,
infamous
very
Pin
bold.
Man. There was the infamous Pin Man that was there. He's like, "This is my 20th games." I'm like,
My
"That's
God.
crazy."
That guy, but I heard about him.
He had a rucksack with sleeves. I mean, sleeves. This man had been documenting the games pretty intensely.
This feels like a documentary that needs to be made, right?
I think it
Well,
should
you
be.
don't
Yeah.
know about it until you are living it.
Absolutely.
True. I'll rattle through. Luckily, I actually sit next to the lovely Johnny Weir at the ice rink
Mhm.
that Phoebe and I train at.
Mhm.
And so he came in clutch and got me some NBC pins. So I have the Duomo.
That's
That
that
very
one's
one's
cool.
nice.
cool.
I love that one.
Pretty cool. I'm not sure if any of you will have seen this one, because I only got given one, which meant that someone was willing to give up theirs, and it's the Aperol Spritz
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
That's
that's
Milano
cool.
Cortina
nice.
one.
Yeah.
I did see
Um,
that one. That one was cool.
So those were cool. And then I met a Kenyan athlete with the Milano Cortina Team Kenya.
Cool.
I actually didn't ask what sport he was involved in, and it's haunting me.
It's probably skiing, I feel like.
I
Yeah.
think so.
But
Like
And
cross
then,
country.
oh wow. Oh, you used your box.
yeah, I use my box. I think this might be up there with one of my favorites, the Chinese speed skating. Isn't that just so cool?
Holy moly.
Yeah, Team Lebanon. I'm not sure where I got that, and I was going to trade it because I really, really wanted this Team USA one, which Anthony, you convinced me is rare. Is this rare, or were you just
Wait,
scamming me?
I don't quite see it in the frame. Oh, that one's rare. That one's like
Yeah,
the
that
first
one.
one I ever got.
That one I've seen a couple of only.
Okay. Mongolia.
Oh,
At
I
the
have one of
closing
those
cool.
too. That's a good
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
okay. Quickly, you guys. I do have a quick story, and then Maddie, it's your turn. But at the closing ceremony, I was with our only long track speed skater at the games, and we checked in our bags before the closing ceremony. And then we lost our entire team. Like, we couldn't find them. And in Verona, they kind of shut all of the streets. So it was just kind of athletes and people walking in the closing ceremony. But it was big, like it was spread out. And so I, for the life of me, couldn't find anyone from our team. So we just went into the flag bearers tent. And our long track skater Ellie and I basically just went along the countries to the people we didn't get the pins from and asked for their pins.
You snuck
Cool.
in.
It
Oh
was
my
like-
gosh.
It was brilliant because the countries were literally labeled. So that evening I secured Australia, I secured Mongolia, the Korean love heart pin.
That's a rare one.
I think that's when I got the Lebanon one. I got another couple Italy ones, and I
Gosh.
finally re got my Germany one because I traded that. So that was a wonderful evening of celebration.
I cannot believe this Germany one.
Yes,
One is good.
Really?
How
I had
did
traded
you
mine
trade
away.
this one? This
I
is like
traded
one of
mine
my favorite
away.
ones.
I love it.
It's such a beautiful pin.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that should win the pin award. I actually think that's the prettiest pin.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
it was
agree.
beautiful.
But Maddie did an amazing job saving a lot of her pins for the closing ceremonies.
Did
and
I
just,
waited? I learned from my first games. I learned. So
That's where
I
you get the
bagged a bunch
variety.
of rare countries because you don't see, like, since we're not in the mountains, you don't see some of these countries that only do like have one athlete in skiing. So I got like Madagascar, I got Ireland, I got Haiti, I got a few other, Mongolia. At closing, I got Greece because otherwise you don't see these countries, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Maddie.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Did you all get Ireland though?
I got
That's
Ireland.
a good one. I didn't
but
get that one.
I can't find it now. I had Ireland, and it's like not in my pile of pins anymore. I was going through them with my friends like here, and I was like, "Oh my god, I don't have it anymore."
Yeah,
And we're
that's
like looking
called
through
spillage.
the bag,
Or some of the security at the airport.
Yeah.
actually
I know.
stole-
smuggled it. But I raise you. Your Guinea-Bissau pin. I got one with the bird on it.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, mine really pales in comparison to all of yours.
It's funny
Yeah,
though because pin
Jackie,
trading.
you were busy.
Yeah. Pin trading.
I mean, I
with like normal people is very different than like athlete pin trading. It's a very different
correct.
vibe and a
Correct.
very
Yeah.
different like
Yeah.
game,
Yeah. Absolutely.
which
Okay,
I didn't
Maddie,
realize.
let's go to yours.
Okay, I'll keep it quick. I got a couple favorites. So I think my ultimate favorite that I got at the opening ceremonies is this Hong Kong China. Can you see it?
Oh, dim
It's dim
sum.
sum. It's their dim sum pin.
Wow.
I think
That's
that's
so
the
cool.
ultimate one. After 3 weeks, that was still my favorite. And then this is another one that I had to trade 2 pins for, but the Snoop Dogg Paris pin.
This one's
This was
cool.
a
He's like
favorite.
smoking
Moly.
the ring.
Smoking the ring. And then
Oh man.
my other,
That's
I traded
amazing.
Anthony for this one that I still consider a favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Because
And
I
I
sit
have
somewhere
the-
between like a regular person and like an athlete in the pins I want, where I want all the countries, but I also want ones that are really pretty. Oh, you have the is it the same one or is
Hockey
it
player.
a
Yeah.
hockey player?
That's cool. That's very cool.
And then yeah, I got a bunch of rare countries. That's my other favorite. That's like my other is the rare countries. They're my favorites.
Yeah. There are also all these Lunar New Year ones that were like around that nobody wanted to trade because it was like, oh, this is my horse pin. Like I want the horse pin, and I'm like,
Well, I
Well,
remember
you
more
don't
of that in
have to
Beijing, the Lunar New Year ones, because we were in China. So everyone
Mm.
seemed to have I remember more of that. And it was the year of the tiger, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Must
was the
have
year
been.
of the tiger that year. So there's a lot of tiger
We-
pins.
We shared accommodation with Team China, and they decorated the elevators, the lifts, with the year of the horse stickers and everything. And a few of us were in the lift, and we were really excited because one of them was wearing a pin with the year of the horse, and we asked to trade it, and it was probably the quickest no I think I experienced the entire games.
I know.
It's kind of crushing, to be honest.
The anybody with a horse pin, like I did not find one person with a horse pin who wanted to trade it. So, okay, I just have a few because you all have like a bunch that already you're very excited about. Australia.
Ooh,
Oh, that one's
That
nice.
one's cool.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, that's from Hector and Stasia. I mean, we already talked about the Kazakhstan pin, which was that,
Hey,
and
that
then
Kazakhstan one's so nice.
it's like in a box. It was very interesting. This is a Venezia pin, like a Venice pin. Like you can't really see what it is, but it's like a very cool and intricate. That a volunteer or one of the fans gave me.
Oh, multiple lanyards.
But yeah, 2 lanyards. And then the Chinese Taipei pin from Yushang Li.
Oh, that one's magnetic, which is cool.
Yeah. So just a few. Well, very excited to have been able to nerd out about pins with you all. Now, excited to see you all at Worlds in a few weeks. And any pin trading in store for Prague, or is this like?
I believe we
I
have
think,
a
like,
deal.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
I think
James and
they're
I
like
have a
last
deal.
minute. Yeah, last minute transactions before we put them away for 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. You do forget about them for 4 years, and then you're like, oh my god, I did this whole thing with all these pins. Like it's a cool time.
What are you all gonna do with yours? Are you gonna put them on a board or like keep them on the lanyard?
I'm
what are your
thinking a
thoughts?
board for mine, but right now they're in a plastic bag because I'm moving in the spring and I don't want to like have one more thing to move with. Like,
You're gonna lose some more if you do that.
yeah, I'm gonna lose
Yeah,
more if I do
exactly.
that. So I'm waiting, but I'm thinking like a fabric board or a pin board or like a cork board or something.
And I'm thinking either my lampshade or on a scarf, like how the pin traders had it, like one or the other. I'm still deciding.
From my first Olympics in 2018, I think I got like, I don't know, 10 pins from that Olympics. I was like, oh my god, look at all these pins I got. But I framed it because it was my first Olympics. I framed like they used to give you tickets for the figure skating events because you needed, like as press, you needed actually to have tickets to go in. They don't do that anymore, and it's like all electronic now. But so I framed a couple of my tickets and then had a foam board and I put a couple of the pins on there, and just it's now framed in my in one of my rooms. So
Cool. I like that.
yeah.
Neat. That's neat.
So you could do like something like a shadow box sort of thing where you can like open it up and like.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you
in.
can see. I have this box. I collect a shot glass from everywhere I go.
There you go.
I feel like I don't know whether I could like round the edge do all the pins. That might be cool.
There
We'll
you
see.
go.
Wanted to do one with
Plenty
my
of
cred,
possibilities.
but the photo is
Mhm.
just too. It's my mugshot. I don't need that
Yeah,
framed.
it's bad. Yeah.
Any of you got any like cuts on your neck still? I've got.
Yeah, it was
got a
hurting
couple.
after
Yeah.
a bit. I was like, oh, I'm running out of
Wow.
space.
See, people think this is a game. This was serious.
This is life.
See, this is why I always wear my credentials like this. Like I always have some kind of under the hood.
Oh,
Like
I started wearing it kind of like
I had to wear
purse.
it sideways after a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So it
It's a
looks more
satchel.
like a Boy Scout satchel by the end of it.
I mean,
I don't know.
Amber had a pin bag that she was carrying around. Like it was literally like she had a bag and it was all the pins, and she'd like it'd be like one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, Marjorie did that too. Marge did that.
Well, I know for next time.
Yeah, exactly. For next time. All right. Well, Maddie, James, Anthony, thank you so much for joining me. This was really fun. Skating fans, I hope you enjoyed this because it's a glimpse into what the athletes actually experience, which is much more than just a competition. This is an experience, and the pins are a big part of it. So thank you all, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Right.